little bit too strong in favor of C9. No game 5 for this one.
No game 5 at all, says Chance. The rig draft has begun. Rewind propulsion now for Colchan. Aches taking the similar thing here as well. And on both teams, actually, the Centurion coming out, which Teep, I've heard from some players, I think it's fantastic. From others, not the biggest fan. What do you think about it here on a map like Retaliation?
There's definitely certain hills that it's going to benefit you. I just feel like it's just too easy to take out if you have a coordinated push going on. I don't think it really holds you back too much unless we just haven't seen that strategic placement yet where it's a little bit more difficult to take out. Maybe put it behind a bar, behind a doorway, something like that. Other than that, though, I haven't been too impressed with this Centurion.
Let's take a look into this game 4. It's going to be Retaliation Hardpoint. I've got Cloud9 in my top 4 this weekend, so we'll see if they can go ahead and take this one here, or will we go to another search and destroy? Let's find out. It's Hardpoint.
I'm excited for Retaliation. You know, it's funny. We were at Infinite War when a lot of pro players came in. They were play testing. They were trying to figure out what game modes they want to play. And you know, Retaliation wasn't one of the maps that was originally in that version 0 kind of when we were going through the rules. And I loved it. It was so pretty. The players started to come around. This has quickly become one of my favorite maps.
So this actually at the beginning was my favorite. I just feel like the hardpoint play on this is just so fluid and it's just really unforgiving, and I'm a fan of those where like you get punished for not getting that early control. And you see Cloud9, they get control of this bridge area. It's going to be very difficult for TK to break in because of these sightlines. Cloud9, they're in a very good spot here at the beginning of this game, kind of reminiscent of the first hardpoint game we saw in the series.
Can I tell you a little bit of I guess a Maven fact, which I still have no substance to back up?
So it's probably not true.
For
but
some
sure,
reason,
say it anyway.
For old school fans, I don't know why, but this map reminds me of Yemen. And I cannot figure out why. Something about the way it plays and looks reminds me of Yemen. When I figure out why, I'm going to let you know.
I think you're the only person who...
But here we go. Aches 4-2. He's got 4 kills in a row, and this is reminiscent to a degree of what we saw in the game 1. All right, they hopped up like a 40-0 lead. They were in complete control. Things looking solid right now for Cloud9.
Yeah, now when the hill rotates, it's going to be Cloud9 in control as well. So TK, this is really reminiscent of that game 1 where they lost those first 2 hills in a big way. Happy's able to pick up 2, and he's able to break in. And you see the spawns coming far away from C9. So TK now, they're getting a lot of good time here, and it's pretty fortunate because they could not afford to go down big. It's Cloud9.
Yeah, I mean, look where the spawns come in right now for Cloud9. You see you have the dark blue inside the hard point. That's going to be set up for TK. Look how far those light blue arrows are rotating out and having to battle back in as we'll go to Aches, who just got back over. I mean, this may be the map that you can punish the most currently, right?
Right. Well, I mean, even if you lose this for Cloud9, which you're losing this hill in a big way, as it's going to be TK going to take the lead here in a second, you can rotate early towards this next one and just lock it down and just take all that time back.
And look who's there first, though.
But it's important you get control, yeah.
You've already got Theory all the way back in Graveyard, Cathedral, whatever you prefer to call it, but this guy... This is going to be the best hardpoint game we've had since Black Ops 2. I'm not kidding. Just looking at how early you have to rotate, how much control matters instead of that spawn go, go, go. You have to push as a 4-man crew. You've got to.
Yeah, and it just makes those 2 pieces like even more important. Like you would see like a big crucial double kill or whatnot, and then just the other team just come in and wipe the floor right after, and it didn't really have a huge impact. But now they have massive impact on the game. You see, it's going to be Theory just trying to lock this down with the assault rifle. Going to watch Market as his teammates are controlling the bridge, and that's where Cloud9 is coming from. So Goon's going to have a lot of action. He's going to be able to get 2 kills there, and then turn, put a lot of nice shots in Market. It's going to be TK getting a nice hold here. Goon on a 4 streak, and he's going to be working down the bridge. This is one that Goon and TK are starting to pull away.
This is basically 2 flawless hard points. I mean, I know there's a little bit of time for lower street for Cloud9, but not really much at all. I think they only got 5 or so points, right? This is back-to-back flawless hard points. It all starts with the early rotation from Theory. You still see him here picking up the scrap time. So let's get over to the next rotation. So this is the really long one, right? When you're going to go all the way from Graveyard all the way over here to Broken. Tell me a little bit about this cycle of hard
points. Yeah, and just to kind of put it in perspective, Cloud9 before this hill and the previous 2 hills only got 7 seconds.
Wow. So, yeah, so flawless from TK.
So pretty much flawless from TK, but now you see Cloud9, they're set up all the way in the back here by Broken. And this is one that as long as Assault can keep control of this bridge area and not let TK flood in, that they're going to be able to hold on to. But you see TK, they're able to get that good positioning and they kill Assault off the bridge. And you see he's going to spawn at that lower market on the mini-map to your left. It's going to be all on Aches to pick up the remaining kills.
Yeah, this is, I mean, is it similar in some ways to Grave? Yes, but the difference is you have this, where you can actually get in behind here and influence the spawns a little bit more and push from the rear, whereas Grave, you basically have nothing behind you, right? You can just kind of get set up. There's nowhere they're going to spawn on you. They're going to spawn out time and time again. But both hardpoints, you can pick up a lot of time, and just like this, you see Cloud9 coming back in. So that's what I love about this. You know, you think the Black Ops 3, how many hardpoints we had that were 50-50? Remember the pie charts we kind of used the champs? And didn't it seem like they were all kind of 50-50 or 40-60? You had a lot of close games. You can just destroy people on a lot of these hard points.
Well, and also in this game now, you can play a little bit more for the long game. So, I mean, Cloud9, it looks like they're out of it, right? I mean, they're down by about 50, 60 seconds, but they get a good hold there. And right now, if you're Cloud9, the goal should just be to keep this within like 10 to 15 going into the second rotation of hills, because then you know what you did wrong. You know you didn't rotate to Grave early, you didn't control that lower market. You can make those adjustments, and if you're able to hold on to those, Cloud9 had a very good spot.
What I like a lot is, you know, we had the specials last year, you have the payloads this year. You know, last year it felt like when you're talking about the specialist use, you would have to have a player pick. How many two pieces could a player pick up at one hard point? Maybe 5, for all we know. You had to have so many clutch plays. Here, one clutch use of camo could be all the difference in getting like a sick break on something like we saw in Grave earlier. They're going to be that much more impactful.
It's really game changing. It's really impact plays you can make now. As TK though, as we're talking, they're doing a fantastic job holding this hallway, and it's going to rotate back towards the bridge. But TK just gives themselves a really nice cushion where, let's say if they don't get control of Grave and they lose it, like they still have that extra cushion where they're not going to be out of the game.
Well, look at how far back Colchan's spawning, so they're going to have the graveyard side broken for the most, well, actually Goon spawned. Goon was behind them. Oh, I tried to hop to in time, but he actually spawned. So they're getting a little bit, they just got a bit of a split spawn because you saw Colchan spawn at the top of the map. Look at this. So you have Happy spawning here. You had everybody else spawning top. What's causing this? Why are they getting this split right now?
Well, it was when Goon was actually on the flank and he picks up that first kill. You had players spawning in Grave, and then Goon, when he kills those players from Cloud9, it just forces this pinch coming in from Team Kaliber. And Cloud9, I mean, you saw them confused on the bridge, right? I mean, Aches and Ricky, they pushed through towards Grave side, but the players were actually coming from the broken side of Team Kaliber. So it's just so chaotic, and it's so open, the bridge area, that there was just nowhere for Ricky and Aches to hide.
Well, I think part of it too is when the spawns first changed, the first thing I did was go into Codcaster and just watch bots play, just see what it kind of felt like. And that's exactly what the bots would do, in the sense that they would stack up kind of 4 on the actual hard point, and then you're open to get spawned on either side. You never really had I guess one side that was heavily favored towards Cloud9 there.
Well, right, I mean, in the past, you would want to actually push through the hard point to, like, spawn people out, but now, if you just control the hill and control one side of the map, you're going to consistently spawn teams in one area. So I feel like it's just a little bit of a change of mindset as you see Goonjar is able to fly in and pick up another big 2-piece. As you know, Goonjar in the uplane played phenomenal for TK, and now really bringing it here in this hardpoint game where, you know, he's really just taken over the leaderboards, and when he's dominating with the assault rifle, you see the things that TK can do.
Well, now Lacefield trying to break through, though. Maddie's able to find 2. There's 27 seconds here where they can pick up some time. And this is one, remember, this rotation here, this and then to Grave is where that Cloud9 got spanked the first time through. Let's see if they can do a better job.
Yeah, and it's going to be all on assault. You see he's number 3 at the top of your screen. We can go over towards him. He's got players just flooding in over towards Grave, just trying to play a little bit sneaky here. Has the NV4. So
nice shots.
A really nice position to have this weapon, just a little bit longer range. It's going to be able to get 1, but the players are still flooding in from Team Kaliber. It's going to be big kills here coming down in Grave. Ricky's going to get 1, knows he has 1 behind him, not able to pick it up. It's going to be Theory winning the gunfight.
Yet again, and oh god, 1 more there left. I didn't realize they actually got a nice spawn. I think, no, that was Lacefield. He was the last person to rotate out from a lower street, I believe. So Lacefield being the late rotation is up big, and now Cloud9 has it. They should pick up all this time.
Those are huge kills from Lacefield and Aches. Lacefield comes in, picks up 3, Aches with another, just watching the cross from bridge. And now it's going to put Team Kaliber in a very difficult position. They only have really 2 angles of attack here. They can go through that mid-hotel hallway, or they can go down bridge. Both not good options.
Yeah, I believe Lacefield was last man in. He was the one that got the rest of the time there, lower street, and rotated over. So I don't know if it was a miscommunication from TK. They didn't realize 1 more guy was up, but he gets it done. And the last bit of time, well, actually, so they do get the break. So Happy's actually in. He's gonna have 1 more gunfight there. He wins it. So despite the fact that looked really good for Cloud9, they're gonna pick up the final 20 or so seconds.
Well, you know, TK, I mean, they're going to get this time, and that's well and great, but you just look at the opposite side of the map. This is where Cloud9 can really win the game here. Yeah. I mean, if they hold broken, this is one where you think they can just put this game away, and they have control here early. It's going to be these first rotation of kills that are going to be huge if they're able to win them.
Well, hopping back and forth a little bit as they're watching both sides. So you basically have a scout here on your Scarab. Just watching mid-street, and you can see how close Ricky is to Centurion, which may come up huge. down the stretch. We'll stick on with Ricky here. He did see one cross to his right, going to be able to find an easy kill there. And Cloud9 roaring back. This has been a back and forth battle, but this would be the second time they've locked down this broken side early, and they are doing some damage right now.
Well, it was just TK kind of throwing good money after bad money, right? I mean, you're just trying to take the last few seconds. You see the score getting closer. You're a little bit desperate. You push Grave that one extra time, and that ends up screwing you here because you don't rotate early to Broken, and you're going to give up pretty much the entire hill to Cloud9 with only 15 seconds left on Broken. Cloud9 is going to take the lead.
There's the lead change you want if you're a Cloud9 fan. Can they take over? Now, oh, who just spawned at the top of the map? Let's take a look at this. Assault, the spawn ends up flipping. Are they going to be ready for this? They are. So one had turned, but they are able to come back to window and at least able to trade that kill. Let's go over to Ricky because he's on a 4 streak right now. He's 100 off, not able to get the Trinity rockets there before dropping. Ake's on a little bit of a streak as well. He will fall, but my God, we're going to have another lead change. This is going to come down to the wire here in Hotel Hall.
So you saw TK do a really nice job holding this down last time, and it was because Cloud9, they did not go together and they staggered. You're seeing the same thing again. You see, it's just the kills being traded out effectively by Team Kaliber. It's going to be Colchan with 2, Theory with 1, and they have control of this hardpoint. Only 10 seconds left. Cloud9 needs to get in here and at least contest.
They have to try and get in. They only need 5 more. Here comes the break. They're trying to pinch from both sides. They might be able to get it done. Assault has camo, but he's nowhere near. He's the only one left. That should be it. As long as they get the final 2 seconds, can't get there in time. We've got a game 5, baby.
Yeah, towards the end there, I mean, TK, what the real difference was for me in that game is the hotel hallway. Cloud9 outplayed them in the second half. They get the rotation at Grave. They get the rotation at Broken. They take the lead. But there was no teamwork yet again from the side of Cloud9. When they go over towards that center hallway, they just staggered, did not go as a team, did not wait for each other. Some bad play at the end.
You can't do it anymore. Okay, maybe if you have a payload, you can make some sort of heroic play, but you can't hit 1 by 1 or even 2 by 2. You have to hit as a squad. Like, shout out to Infinity War because, you know, the spawns are, okay, I'm sure for a viewer it's easier to follow. You have no idea how, as a caster, just controlling it. It's not as chaotic. You can see the setups, you can see the early rotations.
I enjoy the chaos.
It's